Hi, ladies and gents, and whoever else is watching this. I am back with another video for you. This video is about makeup, and it's a little vitty venty about a particular makeup brush that didn't work for me. But anyway, let's start off on what I'm going to talk about with makeup. I don't know about you, but I am like a foundation junkie. I have so many foundations and they're for so many different uses. Um, I have full coverage ones for those days where I want a little bit more coverage. I have light coverage ones. And then there's my favorite foundation of all time. It's this. It's the Ordinary Serum Foundation by Deciem. This foundation is possibly, in my humble opinion, the greatest and most friendliest foundation for women of a certain age. Let me talk about this. Now, it's a lightweight foundation, but yet it does a great job in evening out your skin tone. Now, I have very blotchy skin. My nose is kind of red, and I think it's from all those years of sitting out in the sun. Don't forget, I did have skin cancer on my face from being a naughty girl. But I also have some age spotting. I've got scarring from various accidents. So, and oh yeah, I have freckles, which I try, whoops, excuse me, which I try not to hide. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But basically, also with age comes lines and just you lose your skin tone. Now I'm cool toned and I have pink undertones. This shade 1.1P is basically a very light with pink undertones foundation, and it is great. And I only paid $7.90. Now, on different sites, the price of this runs from, I think I've seen this at an all-time low of maybe $6.90. It's $7.90 on Beautylish, and I like ordering from Beautylish. But this is great. I have two backups at the ready just in case Beautylish runs out of this. I also have their other foundation, but I find that the serum foundation just works a lot better. Um, it's it's not super matte, but it's not super satiny. It's just somewhere in between matte and satin, and I cannot say enough about this foundation. As you can see, I use it a lot, and I'm almost at the bottom of the barrel here. What I do is I just like use the pump. I pump one pump out, and then I put a drop of the ordinary argan oil on top of that, and I mix it. And then I apply this with a brush in a stippling motion, and then I go over it with a beauty sponge. After I go over it with a damp beauty sponge, then I take another brush and I buff the foundation in. I find that when I do that, um, the foundation doesn't really settle into the fine lines and creases. But I also want to say that I'll be 64 and a half. Ooh, at my age and at the age that many other women are, like in our 60s, mid 60s, late 60s, the lines are there. So you have to work around them. No foundation is going to take the lines away. So if you see an ad for a foundation that says it's going to erase your fine lines and stuff, it's not going to. So the best thing that you can do is really work with the foundation to get your skin to look the best. Now, I know a lot of women like tinted foundations, not tinted foundations, but tinted moisturizers. I'm kind of not big on tinted moisturizers simply because for me, they kind of don't stay on my face all day. And that's one of the reasons why I like a foundation. Once I put this on in the morning, I am not taking it off until I come home from work. That's it. Um, but I also want to bring up another point. I purchased this Neutrogena Hydra Boost. It's a hydrating tint. So I guess it comes somewhere, it falls somewhere between a foundation and a tinted moisturizer. What I found ironic about it is I purchased this at Walmart and it was $14. This foundation was $7.90. This drugstore tint was $14. So do the math. I mean, I don't consider The Ordinary a drugstore product. I consider it a luxury brand with drugstore pricing. This is a drugstore product, and this shouldn't be $14 or $14.97. And I know a lot of people are raving about how drugstore products have really stepped up to the plate. But you know what? For the price point, I'd rather spend a couple of extra dollars and get the good stuff. I mean, I still like my drugstore products. And the ones that I like, I will continue to buy, like Maybelline's Age Rewind, the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. To me, it's the best mascara ever. And yeah, but at some point, the pricing needs to go back down. Why is it that this is $14 and yet this fantastic, like super fantastic, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious foundation is only $7.90? It's insane. This is less expensive than most of the drugstore products. So I highly recommend this. You can find this on Beautylish. I will try to put other links where you can get this because honestly, this is the holy grail foundation for me. Okay, so now I'm going to vent. It's about brushes. Where did I put this? Oh, yeah, I have brushes in. I purchased this brush from It. It is an It brush. It had, notice how there's only two strands left. It had like a smaller concealer type brush, and this is the foundation brush. Now, after this video, it's going in the trash. I am so upset about this because I spent a lot of money on this brush. Now, It brushes are not, um, they're not like unattainably expensive, but they're not inexpensive either. I think this was close to $50. And look at this. It's just like the bristles are just shedding more than my natural hair did. Okay. Like it's disgusting. And I went to wash this a couple of weeks ago. And let me tell you something, I am extremely, extremely cautious and careful when I wash my makeup brushes. None of this touches the water. The only thing that touches any cleanser or water are the bristles. And I usually put soap or a cleansing product in my palm, and then I rub like this. I squeeze the water out after rinsing, and then I place on a face cloth to dry. I am extremely, extremely cautious. And I have seen makeup artists say that this is a great brush. And I will go on record as saying, when I first bought this brush, there was no other brush that could compare to this with putting foundation on. But after washing it, I mean, look at, dang, it's so hard to see in this light, but bristles come, I mean, I'm just taking the bristles off. I happened to use this today as kind of a swan song, and I ended up picking more bristles off of my face that you could imagine. And this, I mean, I was washing this, and the bristles just fell out in one fell swoop. So it, mm-mm, it's just, I'm putting an SH before the it on this brush because I am just so annoyed because I spent really good money and bleh, this brush is worthless. Now I'm going to show you another brush. This brush I use for blush. And this brush has been with me since my daughter Una was either 16 or 17 years old. She is now 30. So at the oldest, it's 14 years old. At the youngest, it's 13 years old. This was purchased with this roll top travel brush kit from Vera Bradley back in the day, 14 or 13 years ago. Una had one. I have one. I still have it. There are, God only knows what happened to some of the brushes, but there are 3 brushes that I still use on a daily basis. 2 are eyeshadow brushes, and this blush brush. Look at this. None of the bristles come, like I'm tugging on this. None of the bristles come out. Chippy got to the end of this and I rescued it in time. So how come, and I think for the whole set with this, and I'm trying to think, I think there were maybe 6 or 7 brushes. It was less than $25. And I'm sure I got it on sale. I wish I knew how much I paid for this. And it was a sad day when Vera Bradley discontinued this. If there's any one item that I wish Vera Bradley would bring back, it's this with the brush set. I mean, every day I use this brush for blush and it has never failed me. She has been washed many, many times. She has been dog handled. She has gone on trips with me. I mean, why is it that this brush was so inexpensive and it lasts better than that lousy It brush? Honestly, it really bothers me. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you what brush I'm using to put my makeup on these days. It's small. This is a Real Techniques brush. I have 4 of them. I know it looks small, but thanks to Shelby Wilson's video and her recommending this, I ended up falling in love with these brushes. They blend, like honestly, they blend the foundation in so well. And they're great for stippling. I mean, these are wonderful. I also use this for cream blushes as well sometimes and for concealer. So overall, this $3 foundation brush from Real Techniques is better. Another one that's better than that It brush. So that's it. Hold on. Ugh. You know, I love talking about makeup because I'm a makeup junkie, so to speak. And I just think makeup is fun. When I put makeup on in the morning, that's kind of my me time. I will spend that hour before I go to work, just putting on makeup, checking my emails, drinking my morning coffee. It's just that time that I can relax before a normally, or rather abnormally, busy day. So, you know, I kind of like to talk about makeup. And I thought I would start branching out on my channel about kind of like speaking what works for me. I'm not going to do tutorials. I tried that in the past and I suck at it. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not um I'm not one to go for many looks in makeup. I'm pretty basic. And even though I'm basic, I still have a lot of makeup. I am definitely a neutral person. There are times when I like a darker foundation in the summer when I'm tan. In the winter, I change my makeup. The same with blushes and bronzers. So, yeah, that's basically what I like. And I have very uneven eyes due to the fact that cross-eyed and I just have weird eyes. So sometimes I try to even them out, sometimes I really don't care. So that's basically it. So if you'd like to see more of my makeup talks, let me know. And if you want to see less, let me know too. It's all good. So I'm going to go. I will be back with a last video. And I hope that you do have a very good day on this autumn day. Whoops. I'll see you later. Bye.